Yay!
Hey,
I would like to find an older international cab over or 379 Peterbilt. Oh, you were already talking to people
yeah, I
without
was
even getting
chatting,
live.
a little bit before I went live.
Like Odin just joined.
14 people. Ah, wondering why it's so cold in our house. Not.
It's not.
That's a secret. We're gonna let you know a little secret here. What's up, Edward? Oh,
I
oh,
did that last time.
holy moly! She can make the little video screen of us smaller and make the text large enough
Much
that this
bigger.
old guy can read that stuff. Let me see if I can read it.
See it?
Yeah, I can read it without my glasses on. I mean, it's not
Hi,
fun.
Zach. Do you want me to make it bigger?
Yeah, make it just a skosh bigger. Yeah. How do, Neil? Zach? Ben?
Okay, don't press that button. There we go.
Hmm.
What's good, kids?
What's
from
good,
from the
kids?
person named Fetus.
Feed us. Let's see. 37 peeps in here now. Not bad. So you guys make sure that you as you log in, click that thumbs up. Where is it? Is there a thumbs up? Am I lying?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't know where
You
it's
got to
at,
click
but
the thumbs up. We should have 44 thumbs up right now. We only have 16. Um, Larry, Zach, Johnny Myers, Matthew Custis. I don't know if I said that right. Dave. Let's see.
it's a secret.
Yeah, Dave's going good. Larry, Robert, Brian, Dan. Okay, 58 people, 32 thumbs up. We're getting close. Everybody click that little thumbs up icon.
We're doing good.
We're doing hey Jerry, we're doing a thumbs up drive. And we're wearing these hoodies because we just rolled out the new zipper hoodie in the shop, and they're nice and warm. They're lightweight. They're not super thick. And also, we rolled out the new pretty hat, and that's the Richardson hats that all the famous YouTube guys sell. Oh, look at this one. Buy a tractor.
Wait a
What?
second.
Wait a
That's not
second.
yours.
Buyattractor.com. Jessica's wearing some Bruce Wilson swag.
I didn't realize I was actually wearing his shirt too.
We only got one hat. We both got a hoodie, but she doesn't really
So-
wear a hat.
No, he told me to get the hat for myself.
Oh, that might have
then
been
he-
what it
and then
was.
he
What's
snatched
up, Randy, Ray, Earl, Jason? What's up?
Let's see, how cold is it out right now here in
It's
Georgia?
probably 55 today. How big are the hats? It's
Yeah,
a
55 right
snapback,
now.
and it'll go pretty big. Let's wind her up and see. I'll put her on the last two. That's pretty big.
Yeah, I think on the shop it has like the measurement guide on there.
Yeah. I don't think it says anything. I wouldn't be able to read it anyways, but it's a pretty nice hat. It's actually Bruce's hat is actually from the same company. Um, and I think Gentry's hats are also from them. But it's a super cool hat. We're gonna try to do some winter hats and some summer hats. Um,
Hi, Grevin and Jeffrey and Sven.
Sven, Jeffrey, what's that say?
Leave it trucking.
Leave it trucking, nice. Yeah, Johnny, they're nice. They're not super heavy. So it's kind of like a fall deal. But you guys check out jamespretty.shop and buy some swag. These
The
hats are
hats,
pretty nice.
you can pick what color combination you want as far as the mesh in the front. So don't think it only comes like this. It also comes in many other color combinations. And then so do the sweaters. They're not just in the gray and black. They're
And
in multiple colors.
And we didn't do the it ain't easy being pretty because it just wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
By the time you got it on there, the pretty was so small. So we just figured that that was probably good enough. That's what most of the trucks are going to say on them, anyways. Hey Cliff, how's it going, Lori? What's up, Ralph?
Adventures with the Hudsons. No, it's not cold. We just added these hoodies to our shop, so we got them in like today. that were showing them off.
I'm just gonna scroll up a little bit and look at some of the questions and comments. Thanks, Sven. Hey, Randall.
Larry, I don't think we can do a hat with Marla on it. At least from the place we get our.
Speaking of Marla, check this out, right?
At least from the place we get our merch from.
Can you see it?
Because their hats are embroidery.
Can you see it
Yeah,
good?
they can see it.
So this we got Marla. You know, Marla's kind of our show truck, and so we put Marla on these. But I think you can get pretty much any one of the other trucks that we have on the shop. And Jessica's going to work really hard over the next 2 weeks to get all the trucks on the shop. Can I find one that you own? Ben, I think the best thing to do is to email me, pkkustomz@hotmail.com, and I can help you out. I can help you find whatever you're looking for. Well, Grevin, we'll see what we can do to hook you up with that. Yeah, Jessica just posted the email address if you guys want to reach out for anything. Randall, hey, what's up, Sterling? So we'll give you a little update. We're missing 10 thumbs up. We got 73 people and only 59 thumbs up. See this icon? Click it. This one. But anyway, to answer your question, truck 11 is turnkey. You can get out there right now, key in the ignition, hit the start button, and fires right up. So things are coming along. I don't know if you guys are behind or current on all of the videos, but Truck X got an engine and cooler pack and turbo and such.
And if you happen to follow him on Instagram and TikTok, you'll see that motor also took a little.
Okay.
You
So
already
you can tell
posted
her.
it.
You can tell her. Tell him, baby.
It took a spill. He
Yeah.
dropped it from the forklift.
So we're actually one of the reasons why we're doing the live tonight is because we're going to change the name of 11, and we want some input. And again, we'll refer you to the PKKUSTOMZ, PK Customs with a Z and a K, PKKUSTOMZ.
We can start a poll.
No,
right
no,
here in
no, I don't want to
chat.
start a poll. I want emails. I want everybody to send me an email. Now, let me tell you what the basis is. When are you going to get the Marmon? Okay, we'll talk about the Marmon too, Keith.
Go back to the name change of 11.
So the name change. That you guys know that the engine that we put in 11 has had a really, really hard life. That truck was involved in a bad accident. Originally, the truck that had that engine in it, and the person I bought the engine from said it was ejected from the truck. But after further investigation, I decided it probably wasn't ejected as much as it was probably just the body was ripped off the chassis and the engine and the chassis were slid down the road. There was a lot of broken pieces, a lot of road rash, and that truck engine got some damage. Now I bought it for parts, and then I decided, oh, it's not so bad. I'm going to make it run. Yada yada yada. A couple of different attempts to put the thing together, and then I acquired 11, and it needed an engine. Hey, what's up, JC, Ralph, Keith, Glenn? Am I back for you, Glenn? Anyhow, we'll see if Glenn comes back. Then me and Johnny knocked that engine over in the shop, and I think I posted that video. But anyways, that engine toppled over in the shop and broke some more stuff, and then so I was just giving up on it. So then we got 11. We started working on that and realized that the engine was cracked, and then I got the wild idea that I'll just take the engine out of 11 and I'll cross homogenate with the broken engine. And so, you guys have watched like 3 or 4 videos on putting that engine back together. And the latest video that's going to release on Wednesday will be the final episode of the Cummins saga before the install, and then Jessica and myself both let it out the bag that that poor engine has suffered another
Well, no, it wasn't catastrophic, but
another
it looked
crazy happening. That engine is cursed, and it has hit the earth more times than any engine deserves to hit the earth.
But it's also come back.
This time was totally my fault. I was careless trying to do an engine install by myself, and I dropped that engine from 3 feet. And if you watch the clip, if you go to my Instagram or to TikTok, and it's JamesPretty.Inc.
Yep.
You'll see that engine fall, just free fall from 3 feet right down to the earth. And I just sat on the forklift and I was in such disbelief. It was like, wow. Yeah. And I was just like, wow, I can't believe I did that.
I was inside and it rocked the house a little bit, but I waited to hear something. But he never made a sound. Usually that would involve some not so nice words and whatnot, and I'd be able to hear him getting mad.
I never curse.
But there was nothing, so I just went about my business, and a minute later he texted me saying I dropped it.
Yeah, I tried to pick it up myself, and I couldn't get it rigged and get the forklift to cooperate. So I had to call her out to help me, and we picked that thing up, and I looked at it in disbelief, and I was like, man, there's a little bit of paint scratched off, and the fuel filter got a little dent, but the asphalt underneath the engine got demolished. And I think that's the only thing that saved it, is the asphalt was soft and the ground had been wet, and I think that made the asphalt even softer and just cushioned the fall. So anyways, we spent the next hour or so, probably the hour to 2 hours picking the engine up, dusting it off, and sticking it in the truck in the dark.
Yeah, maybe an hour.
And the next day I went out there and climbed underneath it with a light, and I looked, we didn't have an oil pan on it because you can't put that truck engine in with an oil pan. And I looked at everything, and I didn't see any damage, and so we bolted it down, did rods and mains, and I made the worst mistake.
Okay, now you need to stop talking.
Yeah, I made the worst mistake of my whole life during that particular part. But anyhow, that'll come out in a later video. But to answer the question, 11 is turnkey right now. I can't drive it yet because we don't have the cooling pack in, and we don't have drive shaft in, and of course wheels and tires and some other stuff. But,
so someone said name it Christine, and then also Wrecking Ball.
I wanted to call it something like Ground Pounder or Earthquake or something like that. You guys go to my TikTok and watch that video and turn the volume right up and listen to that thing crash into 11 and onto the ground, and then send me an email and let me know what you think we should call it. It was horrible. And I've taken some hits on the comments. People tell me I'm stupid and don't know what I'm doing, and I must have never worked on anything in my life, and call me a horrible mechanic, whatever. But well deserved, I guess. Nice, JC.
Okay, so have we sold any of the trucks? No, what did I ask you today at breakfast?
My trucks aren't for sale. My trucks are for sale. Don't get me wrong. But I'm a hoarder, and you'll have to, if anybody wants my trucks, how's it going, Glenn? You're gonna have to come here with money and slide one of the trucks away from me. And actually, we do have a guy in the chat right now who's on the fence on a truck, and so we'll see what happens. I won't Grim Reaper. That's a good one, Jason. Trucks are for sale, not on sale. That's true, JC. You guys all watch JC Smith Projects, right? I've learned a lot from watching this channel. Tremor. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But anyhow, Truck X. About X. What else was asked about a truck that I said we'll answer that? I have already forgotten. But Truck X, let's talk about that for a minute. Truck X, engine, cooling system, turbo, downpipe.
Hey Ralph, Tim has our number if he wants one of the trucks.
Yeah. Hood supports. That all of that's done. Truck X doesn't have a transmission. I did sort of maybe order one today. I did request a quote. So we may be heading that direction. I'm hoping that when I get back from work, that we'll have a transmission to put in that truck. I'd really like to get that part done. We sent the seats to the upholstery shop today. That truck, I'd like to do a nice floor, but yeah, that's the update on Truck X. When are you going to get the Marmon and Japanese Freightliner on the road, Keith? Okay, so there's a video coming Saturday, an epic will it start video, and this truck, if we can smack dab a deal, there's actually 3 trucks, unfortunately, but if we can smack dab a deal, do a little bing bang boom and Bob's my uncle, we're gonna end up with these trucks for parts. These are not trucks that will go in line. These are trucks that are gonna come.
One of them, there's no options but to use it for parts.
Get knocked out,
Excuse me.
cut, and junk the rest. But anyhow, the suspension on the Marmon is really bad. It's a Hendrickson air suspension. It's light-ish duty, and I don't know what they were thinking when they put that suspension on the truck. It's got huge differentials, and the they call it the spring perch sits on the taper on one side, and it really puts a side load on the suspension, and that is plumb wore out. They hauled logs with that thing, heavy for years, and so the Marmon needs all new rear suspension, and I don't want to cut the frame. It's got a nice heavy frame. If I get this truck, here, read this while I'm reading. Says if I get this truck, the one of the 3, that's the engine for Crystal, and the rear suspension for Black Betty, the Marmon. And if I get the other 2 trucks, is this the same guy? Hey James, how's it going? If we get the other 2 trucks, it's
Hi Simon.
potentially a different engine for Crystal. Depending, I haven't done a will it start on it yet, but I may want that one more than the first one. But anyhow, the thing is, JC, which one? The trucks, the Freightliners, they all have airliner on them. The one's old, so it's got the airliner too, and that's not any
Hi
good.
Raymond Bradley.
But the other 2 have the next generation airliner with the shock on the outside of the frame, and I think it's a better suspension. Not sure if you like that or not, but that's the idea. Get these 3 trucks, part them out, because I have some FLDs that need some interior pieces, and some of the stuff's getting rare and hard to find, so they can cut the interiors, put all that stuff in inventory, cut off the one truck, cut off the other truck, and just scrap the airliner 2 on the middle truck. But we'll just see. The guy that owns this property, he's tough to get a good deal from. Scroll up. Why not prioritize the 2 trucks that are closer to be on the road first? Dean, it's a subject that is true. It's what you're asking me is probably the best idea. But I had a goal that I want to finish first, and I want to have every truck. I have 13 trucks. Right now I have 12 trucks you can walk out to, put a key in the ignition, hit the start button, and the thing will start. Most of those trucks will drive. I want all 13 trucks start, run, drive. And then once that's done, I'm going to start. I've got Trisha in the shop right now. Trisha's the red and black big bunk K100, one of my original 2 trucks. It's all stripped down as far as all the pieces off the body. I need to strip the paint, do some body work, fix a little bit of fiberglass, get it in primer, and paint it over the winter. So that truck is a roadworthy truck. I've done everything to the truck except paint. Marla is 100% roadworthy. You can put that truck to work tomorrow. 12 is roadworthy, aside from drives, and I didn't want to buy drives and just leave it sit over the winter. 12 is roadworthy. 13 needs a hood and a steering gearbox and some bushings, and that truck is roadworthy. The thing is, I don't have any drivers. I don't have any time to start a trucking company, so I'm not super concerned about roadworthy trucks right this minute. But that doesn't mean that next year that won't change. So to answer your question is, as soon as I'm done with 13 trucks, start, run, drive, then I'm going to focus on one at a time. Most likely Black Betty. And, while waiting for parts, I'll probably work some on Franny. Franny is becoming the star of the show. It is the most popular truck, surprisingly, and it needs a full suspension as well. So that second truck as the newer, more modern Airliner, that suspension is going to go on Franny.
What about Crystal? Did you find a motor or a heart for Crystal?
So the Will It Start that's coming out this weekend has the potential engine for Crystal if it can be bought. And there's another truck there, a condo that's there that also has a potential engine for Crystal. So I'm right around the corner. Glenn, you haven't heard Franny running? Man, if you email me or message me on Facebook, I'll send you a video of that.
Our daughter is in the chat.
My oldest daughter's in the chat. Liz, pretty. Well, let's see.
You're gonna film an episode.
What's up from Pennsylvania? Hey, Tim. Brian, why aren't I in the shop working on a video? Come on, Jess, snap the whip. Getting ready to go to work, so no trucks for the last 2 days.
Jason, we actually cleaned the shop, so.
Yeah, so Project Tango, it's not a secret. I acquired a 48-foot box trailer. We call it Project Tango, T for trailer. And we took all of the engines, not all the engines. We put 4 engines in there. We put 2 transmissions and a bunch of pallets of parts, some old fuel tanks and stuff in there. So the trailer's full now, time to move it. But the shop is a little more arranged, and that's more or less to be able to paint Trisha this winter.
Is it okay to
What's up, Diamond Cord?
Is it okay to ask where we are out of?
Northwest Georgia. I don't like to give my city name out, but you can find it if you look.
Garrett, G Money.
Was there something about Alabama? Oh, hey, what's up, Matt?
Barry from Keegan.
That's rude. It's rude to call G Money bumper killer.
Mike and Elaine, hello.
So for people who have just entered the live, we've just rolled out zipper hoodies, pretty on the front, and you can get Marla, or you can get Franny, or you can get Trisha or Crystal probably. And also we've got the pretty hat. These are available at jamespretty.shop. Everybody should run over there and buy a hat and a hoodie. That'd be cool. Also, we're doing a thumbs up drive on every video. If I could get all 5,000 people that religiously watch to click the thumbs up icon, even if you don't like the video, that'd be super cool. And look, we have 109 people watching, 108 thumbs up. That's cool.
There was a really nice comment right here.
Swabby 61. Appreciate you. Drew, what's Drew saying?
Franny's his
Hey, what's
favorite.
up, Drew? Franny's one of my favorites too. Franny just is wore out. It's not a bad truck. It's just wore out. The suspension's wore out. I mean, that thing will flick you right out the window. It shakes so bad. But we're gonna park Franny and Black Betty next to each other up by the shop, and we're gonna take those two trucks if I can get them. We're gonna cut them off. We're gonna roll them over there, and we're gonna just transfer the suspensions, and we're gonna make those trucks great again. Believe me.
What's a Japanese Freightliner?
That's Whitney.
Oh.
Yeah. If you look at Marmon's, excuse me. So Whitney, the Japanese Freightliner. That truck is turnkey, start, run, drive. Needs
Hi,
everything.
Angela.
Doug Coletta did win the championship. You know that Connie Coletta is my boss, right? You guys know that?
Go back to what you're talking about.
Anyways, the comments are so distracting.
Okay, well, you focus on yourself.
Okay. So anyways, the Whitney, that truck, it needs everything. It's got a steel body. It's got some rust. It needs windshields really bad, the whole interior. So that truck needs a full meal deal. And it's just going to be a little later. I love that truck, and I'm gonna do a little bit to it at a time. And hopefully my glass guy comes soon and puts a little bit of look, Chad Keegan in the house. Puts a little bit of glass in there. That would be nice. Windshields. I like to have brand new windshields in all my trucks. Well, yeah. So why don't you send me? Let's see. What's his name? Expediting with Diesel. Send me an email and with your contact info, and maybe I'll hit you up about that stuff. Never seen an ad while watching a live in the middle of it.
So it's something new that YouTube is rolling out.
Yeah, I didn't control normally I control the advertisements, but YouTube is taking a bigger part in controlling the advertisements, and so that's just what they put in there.
Yeah.
I did not add any.
We got an email that's like, hey, by the way, we're changing this for creators to make it easier for us.
Scroll
What?
down.
Oh, it jumped. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it was right after them, right after Adventures.
Well, that's up here. There. I think Crystal's number one. She's going
Andy.
to pull out.
How's it going, Andy? I don't know if we said hi or not.
Hi.
I'm sorry, guys, if I missed that. Jessica grounded me from the chat. She's supposed to be saying hi to everybody.
Crystal is going to outpool Gentry and Bruce.
Man.
That's what Edward thinks.
So, Gentry's motor would be tough to beat. Tim put that C16, C18 converted thing in Brewster. That's a tough engine to follow. I probably will put an E model or a 12.7 in Crystal, and yeah, I think those are going to fall a little bit short of what that C18 will do.
So,
just to be honest with you, I think that's a nice 850.
Hi, Gary.
A true 850 horsepower motor. It'd be tough to beat that. I did look online today for KTA, and I found a 525 and a 600, but they're both over 30,000, and that's just ridiculous for that old hunk of crap that really doesn't make good power.
How do you know so much about trucks?
You know what? Just from playing with them. I played with trucks when I was younger.
Okay, someone said something about something else. The 5-star General is still yours if you want it. It's got a big Cam Cummins in. The problem is it's a 1979. You have pictures of it.
Right. Thanks, Ronnie. We might still work something out with that. I don't know. I'm buried. See you later, Kent. Sorry if I missed you.
Oh, you said hi.
If he's still gone.
Yes.
Simon say.
Where?
Simon Dumont.
You're Breaking Betty?
Breaking Betty, huh?
We broke 11.
Yeah,
the
we broke
motor.
11 a little bit, but Betty's not broke yet.
Did enjoy you taking these to work with you. What?
Oh, when I put the video up of flying.
Ah. Oops. 12-7 in Crystal would be really cool.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking about, Roger.
Roger all the way in Jamaica.
Hey, right on, Roger.
Yeah, it ships worldwide.
Yeah.
JamesPretty.shop.
Yep. Yeah, check it out. Get yourself a pretty hat or a zip up hoodie.
Or
They're
a
lightweight, medium weight, I guess, or
Yeah.
shirt or keychain or whatever else is on there.
Hi, K-Man. How'd you learn to fly? Were you a military pilot?
No, I was never in the military. My dad was in the military. I didn't go. I joined the Navy, but I was in love with a girl and didn't go. One of the few things I regret in life, actually. I wish I'd have went. Would have been cool. A lot of my buddies went in the Navy and they had a good time, and I would have liked to do it. But how did I learn to fly? Just a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, man, I'm taking flight lessons. You want to come hang out?" And they say, "Bing, bang, boom, Bob's my uncle." I'm between Franny, Black Betty, and Fiona. Fiona.
Oh, Fiona.
I just started that up the other day. It kind of runs like crap. I think it's about ready to run out of fuel.
So another one of my driving videos. Whenever we go to a big empty parking lot, we'll see about that.
Yeah, actually, I had her in the driver's seat of 12. 12 is the easiest truck on the property to drive.
But it has nothing to do with that.
It's the easiest truck on the property to drive
Our
because
trucks don't need
you can just
humongous
let off the
engines.
clutch and it don't care. It'll just take off, and the brakes are nice. They're not jerky. They're mellow. The truck is the nicest driving truck on the lot, and I thought she was going to do it, and she's like, "No, I'm not doing it." But we're working on that. Yeah, Don, a 14 liter would be nice, man. It really would. I missed the opportunity to get one. Yeah, Roger, Fiona's nice. I like that truck.
I'm not your uncle. Uncle
Bing,
Bob.
bang, boom, Bob, you are my uncle.
You're everybody's uncle.
Man, I don't even know where I got that thing, but it just always blurts out of my mouth.
It's a saying. Everybody says it. Which truck is the biggest pain in the butt? All of them.
Fiona and Dolores. Those two trucks have been the most resistant to my charms. Fiona I have changed. I don't know if you guys know about Ford, especially the CL series, but they have these swivel, what? They have these swivel air fittings that are crimped onto the hose. They're not like a changeable thing. And there's like 75 of these fittings on a truck, and every single one of them leaks. And so I've gone through and changed fittings, but I got my hands on some Chinese, and nothing wrong with Chinese stuff, but there's something wrong with. And so I got some Chinese air fittings that were supposed to be DOT, and they leak, and it's been a nightmare. So the truck has less than 150 air leaks. So that's better than what it used to have. But yeah, that truck's just a pain. But I got new windshields in it, so that means next year will be a good year for that truck, and we'll get brakes and bushings and stuff done, and get the transmission airlines and a shifter on there, and if I get one of the boys to come over and shampoo the interior, that truck will be a driver.
Fiona was the only truck that he has ever said, "I'm done. I'm not doing this one anymore. This truck sucks."
Greetings from Germany. Can't read that.
Hi, Jesus Cesar. In England, Bob's your uncle is followed by and Fanny's your aunt.
Yeah. Bing, bang, boom. Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt.
I love Black Betty, yes. 70 Bonneville. So, Dawn, it's not about power. I just wasn't in the mood to try and drive a truck. And our driveway, we were at the front driveway, so it's a busy road and there's a ditch on the other
There's
side,
ditches
and
on both
we're
sides.
facing like down, and I'm just like, I don't want to have to learn how to drive and shift this truck and turn this corner. I'm like, I don't want to do it right now.
See you later, Larry.
So if it's in a big open parking lot, any one of the trucks, I'll get in.
Hey, David.
So long as I know I won't run into something.
She'll drive the truck. She'll drive one of them. She drove Trisha
in the
once, and
driveway,
she
yeah.
drove Marla. The cab overs are really intimidating. You're way up there, but 12 is the perfect truck to learn in.
Thank you, Glenn. At least it didn't try to kill you
Chester,
like
what's Chester
yours.
saying?
What's up from Newton, Kansas?
Newton, Kansas.
Where's my crack
Crack cover. So normally, let me explain crack cover. Normally, I'm like religious about.
Was it the most recent video?
Yeah, it was. I'm religious about not picking my nose or touching myself inappropriately on camera or exposing myself. But I don't know what happened, but I was watching that video. I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. She's like, what? I'm like, there's 18 minutes of my butt crack on this video. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I was looking through all the little things I could put in there. And there was that cool graphical textual thing. And I'm like, oh man, I'm going to call it crack cover. So, yeah, that's what we did. I just didn't want to cut out all of that doing the cam. But anyway.
Hi, Joe from Ottawa. 31 degrees tonight.
Yeah, not too bad. I hear Anchorage is getting slammed with weather right now.
Hi, Bob from Arizona. Sent you pics of my flying jacket. Is that big Detroit and Marla noisy in the cab going down the road?
No, it's so quiet. Like, so I have mufflers on that truck on Marla. That was the question. Is the Detroit loud? It is so quiet in there. You can have a normal conversation like we are right now, and you can 100% hear each other. It's amazing. I did think about pushing a piece of pipe deeper into the muffler to get away from some of that, but it's just so nice to be able to drive that truck long distance. I just haven't done it. Yeah, Dan, there's plenty of engines around. JC, I try to wear a long t-shirt with a short t-shirt so that I don't have the exposure. No problem, Ronnie. Don't worry, buddy. I forgot what I had a train wreck. Engines. So look, you can buy all day long. You can buy 12.7s in the DDEC 3, DDEC 4, $5,000 to $7,500 range, even $9,000, and that's not a bad price. The problem is if I'm going to put a computer-controlled engine in Crystal, I need all of the wiring and all of the gauge wiring and all of that stuff. So I need a donor truck, really, and then I need JC Smith to come down and lengthen that cab wiring, because on a conventional truck, the ECM's on the side of the engine and there's like 3 foot of cable that goes into the truck. On the cab over, that thing's going to have to be like 8 feet long to get all the way forward and then up through the hinge area and then into the dash. So I just am not good at creating a wiring harness, and and then you got to have the pedal, because the pedal is electronic and all that stuff. So I need a donor truck. That's the only reason why I'm looking at these other Freightliners. And if I can get them cheap enough, I don't know. Small update. Hey, Garrett, you still in there?
No, he went to bed.
Oh, okay.
So did Larry Blankenship. He said goodnight.
So, yeah, we won't talk about that. Let's see. Screaming Jimmy's.
Detroit's said, surprised that it was quiet. Years ago, I drove a 1978 white road Boss with a 318.
So 318. I drove a 81.
And it was straight piped.
Brigadier was a 318 and straight pipes, and that's why
Hi, Darren.
I wear hearing aids today, because that truck killed my ears. They still hurt. I can still feel the pain.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, JC,
Shout out to
same thing.
Darren for being a member, a subscriber, a member. Yeah, a member.
Oh yeah, Darren, appreciate you being a member. And you guys do know that you can join channel memberships if you want to support the channel. There's two ways you can support the channel financially. You can buy merchandise, or you can.
Have a good night, Don.
Don's going.
Yeah, he's gotta go get
All
the
right,
kids to bed.
see you, Don. Or you can join the channel. How do you say that?
G-Bone, I don't know, G-Bone.
G-Bone, what's up? And Michael, what's up from Winnipeg there? You can join the channel memberships, and that's I think there's a join icon somewhere down below, but if you can't find it, you can go to youtube.com/jamespretty/join, and there's different levels, and you know, I think it goes from $1.50 a month to $3,000 a month or whatever, and each level of membership gets you something like trinkets is kind of the thing that we are trying to do right now is, excuse me, we're sending out pieces of the Cummins engine, and we're sending out miscellaneous random pieces from other trucks, and we're trying to do, the thing I want to stay away from is I don't want to do like a Patreon sort of thing where some members get to see video ahead of time. I don't know if that is anything I ever want to do. So channel memberships, you get some stickers, you get some, try and give you a shout out, which I'm going to do a shout out right now and put some glasses on. And then we send out some pieces of the trucks, and then the higher level, I think the highest level of membership, you can actually come to the house and drive whatever one of the trucks is your favorite. And I don't know what else to give as rewards, but that's what we have right now. Let me see if I can get to.
The crack cover was a fan favorite. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if I can.
Thank you, Mike and Elaine.
Can I see the members?
You should.
On the dashboard.
We figured it out before. I just don't know.
On my phone, I know I can see it on there.
My dad drove a cracker box when I was a kid with a 2-stick 10-speed in it.
Oh yeah, twin stick.
Loud.
My very first dump truck I drove was a gas motor. It was in a Louisville, and it was a 5 4. Not good in a gas motor. Not any fun. I'm just looking to see if I can find. Grab your computer and see if you can, just so we can give them a shout out on the members. And I'll read a couple of these. What's up, Gucci Lover? Was down in Georgia last weekend. Was in Savannah. That's over there at Garrett's area. Next time you're down there, you should hit him up. You guys watch Garrett's channel? 18 Wheels Rolling. He's over in the Savannah area. He's a good kid. He loves trucks, and I call him a kid because I'm an old man, but he's a trucker.
He is a child.
He is not a child. It's okay, Minty Man. No worries.
Hi, buddy. Good morning.
What's up, Johnny? We'll see ya. What's up, Keith? Nice to have you. Any of you guys that are just joining the channel, we're doing a thumbs up drive. Every video that you watch, please click the thumbs up icon, and this video as well. We like to get as many thumbs up as possible. But anyways, if you just joined the channel, we just rolled out zipper hoodies. jamespretty.shop. It's a nice fall time, springtime hoodie. Zipper says pretty on the front. You can get any one of the trucks on the back. This one's a Marla one. We also have the pretty hat, and this is a good Richardson. Yeah. Yeah, Keith. It's awesome. Just hit the like button for you, bub. Appreciate you, Anthony. What's up, Craig? Appreciate you. Robert, Uncle Bob. You got me thinking it now, so every time I see you, I'm going to try and say, hey, what's up, Uncle Bob? Okay, man. Appreciate that. Hey, how's it going, Toad? From Ringgold, huh?
All right, you ready
Georgia?
to start saying hi to
Ringgold,
everybody?
Georgia?
I'm gonna start shouting out your
Okay,
members.
so real quick, I'm gonna just share with you guys and give a shout out to the members of the channel. I'm gonna murder some last names probably. Darren Catenacci. I don't know if that's how you say your last name or not, brother, but Darren, appreciate you. Mad Cow Mark. He's been a channel subscriber as well for a long time. Westmoreland, Jason Dudley, Nelson Mattoon, Big Daddy Trucking, Drew, Nick Francis, Brandon Sheets, Marco Garcia,
And that's it.
and Grevin.
Oh,
and,
yeah, why isn't he on here?
I don't know. Grevin pops in and out, but anyways, we appreciate you guys, and every little bit helps. What we're trying to do is, how's it going, Matt? Yeah, Georgia, Ringgold, Georgia, Ringgold Power, Cat, Ringgold Power. Where did we go in Ringgold to get the ECM looked at?
I don't remember.
Uh,
Ringgold something.
Ringgold Power. I don't remember, but we were up there not too long ago trying to get an ECM fixed. But anyway, we appreciate all the help. We're trying to grow the channel. YouTube's got me in the penalty box, I think, right now, so they're not really pushing my content. I'm going to try and make a little bit more exciting stuff for you guys, but you know, every little bit helps. Buy some hats and shirts and stuff like that, it'd be super cool. See you later, Chad. You guys all watch Chad Keegan, right? He's taking off. He's on vacation right now. Hey, Craig. Marla's done as far as I'm going to do. So someday maybe we'll come back through Harrison. Maybe we'll go out to a show out west somewhere and have to go through there. Yeah, K-Man, it's the Freightliners, you know, I had a 96 back when I was a little younger, and we hauled some RVs and stuff, campers and crap with it. It's a good old truck. I always liked them.
Drive
What's
Marla
up,
back
Kelly?
to Harrison, Arkansas.
Mm. It's a long drive.
Whew, that is a long drive.
70 Bonneville. All right, man. We'll see you later. Got to put last heart
Coat
right
of
there.
clear.
Oh. Hey, when you get done painting that thing, swing over here and paint Marla or Trisha. Watch Mike the truck nut today. Yeah, man, I felt bad for him because that thing didn't start. But you know, I learned a long time ago. You go to a will it start, you bring a bunch of new batteries. Nothing's worse than having 10 things on jumper cables trying to get something running. So frustrating. And he was right on the money when he said it wasn't turning over fast enough. And I also think that truck's a glow plug truck. So, you know, he needed to go 30 seconds or so on the glow plugs. And yeah, man, yeah. New batteries would have been great. I felt bad for him because I know he really wanted it to pop off. You know, sometimes you get a truck that runs good, and sometimes you get a truck that will only run on ether, and that stuff happens on will it start. But you got to have good batteries, and if you don't have good batteries, you got to have one of those 20,000 amp jumpers like Bruce Wilson's got and like Tim Gentry's got. Those things are $1,000. I'm gonna get one someday.
Bye, Glenn.
Say bring
and Ronnie.
the good old 10,000 amp jump box. Absolutely, JC. Is that the $989 one? Did I misspeak that?
So Glenn and Ronnie are leaving. Goodbye.
All right, we'll see Ronnie. See Glenn. Appreciate you guys being here.
Hi, Kelly.
Randall, what did Randall say?
Where's Randall?
What did you say your TikTok was? Just search for jamespretty.inc.
I put it in chat.
Okay.
The ATHS Harrisonburg show.
Virginia, long drive. I wish I could just throw one in a 747 or a 777 and fly it up there.
Vance, start over. I missed most of it.
Okay, we're gonna start at the beginning just for Vance. Hey, what's up, guys? So Vance, basically we're doing a thumbs up drive. Every video, every live, please click the thumbs up if you don't already. And also, we got some new merch. We got the pretty hat, and it's a Richardson. It's the same hat, you know, everybody else sells. We also got the zipper hoodie. It's a nice mid-weight spring fall. This one happens to be a Marla. You can get some of the other trucks on there. But jamespretty.shop if you want to buy some merch. And other than that, we've just been chatting about different trucks and different progress and stuff.
About time for James and Chad to make another video. I know.
Did you already tell them?
No, I was
Okay.
going to.
Sterling. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is time. Chad's living it up right now, trying to enjoy some space with him and his wife. They've been floating around beach to beach down in Florida, and that's super cool. Maybe next month or so he'll pop in for a few days. That'd be super cool.
Super cool. Our cat's name is Odin.
Yeah. Yep, 889. Is that the biggest one they got, JC?
So Cayman, you know what's funny is his mom would always tell us about all the snakes she would see up here. And then since we moved here, we've only seen one. No, we've seen two snakes. We've seen one on a trail, and then we've seen another
Yep.
one that was dead.
Yep.
In the 4 years we've been here, almost 5 years we've been here.
Yep. Hey, Keith, I grew up in Michigan. Graduated from Sturgis High School, lived in White Pigeon and Three Rivers and Sturgis, lived in Kalamazoo, lived in Ann Arbor, worked for Connie Coletta, so, based out of Ypsilanti for my real job.
Speaking of your real job, how much paperwork do you have to do and how long does it take you to finish it? Takes Mike about 20 minutes worth at his job.
Okay, so man, maybe I'll make a video. If I get any flight time this month, I may make a video of the actual prep work we have to do. It comes in stages because we have a pile of paperwork that we have to sort and staple and sign and circle sign and do a bunch of stuff. And then as the airplane's getting loaded, there's other stuff coming on that we have to sign for and program flight management system and all that stuff. And I some of that might be proprietary, so I'm not sure how much of it I can film. But to answer your question, we get to the airplane 2 hours early, and sometimes it takes the whole 2 hours, and sometimes it only takes about 45 minutes. But we also have briefing calls we have to do. I've stepped into the 777 from the 74, so now we have extended over water stuff, ETOPS, and so that requires a special ETOPS mechanical inspection and some forms, and then an actual phone conversation briefing twice, once before you take off and once when you're about to enter ETOPS.
It's a lot.
So there's a lot of stuff involved. I may make some more flying videos.
Too bad you couldn't find a DDEC 8B92 from Marla. You can turn them up to 600 horsepower.
Old two-stroker. You guys watch old two-stroker, right? Wayno. He's got some DDEC stuff. He's the two-stroke genius, actually. His channel's pretty good. If you guys don't watch him, you should go and check him out.
You and
Chad
Chad
do a video on the Jakes. Jason, what's really super weird is I told, hey Minty, cool. Pre-tripping. Okay, Craig, we'll try and do something with that. So getting back to where was I?
Chad and Jake.
Oh, Chad, Jake brakes. So I promised Chad he could have the Jake brakes off 11 because the engine I had Jake brakes.
Good night,
And so,
Raymond.
see you later, Ray. And so I took them off, and everyone looked at them. Took them off, took all the stuff, put it in a box. Said, "Come get it." So when I got this other engine ready to go and I was looking for jakes to put on it, I only had 2. I have 425As on there right now and I only had 2. And so I thought, well, I'll just steal one of Chad's and then I'll find him one while I'm waiting to for him to come and get them. And so long story short, I had acquired some other jakes from JP and they're the 401C mods. And I went to get one of Chad's jakes to put it on my engine, and it was also a 401C, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with how jakes work, but the 425s and the 430s, they've got like a plunger that goes next to the rocker and it pushes down on the bridge. But the 401C mods, they only push open one valve, not both valves. So they have like a little pin that sits on top of the adjuster nut. And that's how that works. So anyways, I went and got one of Chad's jakes thinking I could just steal it, put it on my engine. And it's the one that takes the pins, but the engine that was in 11 doesn't have the pins. So those jakes never worked. I'm sure they just slapped them on there because someone stole the 425s that were on it. So I don't have a complete set to even give to Chad. So JP has some out there and I'm going to try and get the rest of the pieces. That was the story about Chad and the Jakes.
Good night, Jester.
All right, Jester, we'll see you.
You should buy his 3408 359 there.
He wants a ton of money for that truck, Minty Man. A ton, like 25,000 or something, and that thing needs like $50,000 worth of stuff. I mean, it would still be worth it, but I just don't have it. Jim and Sniffers.
Yeah, it's a dog. Stopped at a rest area. I was able to catch our live. That's awesome.
Nice,
Thank
Jim.
you for
Appreciate
tuning
you.
in. Scout troop to tour Coletta, tour the plane in the airport.
What did it say?
They took their scout troop to Northern Michigan location.
Oh, right. To the Skoda. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, man, it sure is. I would love to have that truck, but I don't have enough years left of my life to get all my trucks done and that one. Yeah, Chad is a good dude. He's more than a friend to me. He's like my brother. Yeah, he's a good guy.
It's been about an hour.
So what else? You guys got any more questions we can answer? We've been going almost an hour. You guys watch Bruce Wilson, right? I've been talking to Bruce a lot over the last few months. I'm trying to get down there, check out his shop, and trying to get a video or two in with him. And you know, me and Tim are friends, but Tim is so busy. I don't get a lot of Tim time. I get it, Minty. It's an acquired taste. If I've been watching Bruce since, well, Bruce was the first person I ever watched on YouTube. Robert, I don't go to Pontiac. I used to go there when I worked for World Atlantic. We used to fly sports teams out of Pontiac all the time in the MD-80. How's it going, James?
Zip up hoodies are $45.
Yeah, K-Man, I've been buying Bruce merchandise like crazy.
That's where we got this and my shirt.
Trying to win that truck. I really wanted to buy it, but it was just more money than I could handle. And, you know, I get it. Bruce is a showman, though. Look, Bruce is a showman. Bruce does things. He goes to the extreme because he's a showman. He's an entertainer, and people get in that Kenworth versus Peterbilt thing, and you guys know I'm not a Peterbilt guy. Doesn't mean I won't own one, but you know, he's a showman. I was a little upset that he trashed that truck too, but you know, yeah.
merch with wallet merch? No, we don't. We have hats. Sorry, as far as merch goes, we have hats, these zip up hoodies, shirts, stickers, coffee tumblers. I think that's all. You have to check out the shop.
Yeah, Anthony, you're right. Bruce is a smart kid, and I call him a kid because I'm an old man. He's not a kid; he's an adult, but he's smart. And he's a showman. He does things to generate income, and he's very good at it. But I get it if you're not into it. I'd love to have that truck, Swabby. It's probably worth the 40,000. I think you wanted 40,000 for it. It's worth that. It's worth every penny of that. One, because it's a famous truck. Two, because it's optioned the way I would want it, with the Detroit, and the wheelbase is nice. It does have some cab damage that was fixed kind of crappily, but it needs paint anyways, so a guy could fix that and stick a good paint on there. He did the interior, if I remember right. AC works good, stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's worth 40,000. If I had the extra money, I'd buy it because I want it, and I've wanted it. And actually, if he would have sold that truck 2 years ago, I would have that truck. But instead, I have 13 other cool trucks.
Ryan, he works very hard at his day job of being a pilot. That's how he can afford
What's
all
the
those
blue
projects.
cab, Jason?
You don't have a Peterbilt
Yeah,
or a
Neil, I
Mac.
get it.
Why don't you have a Peterbilt or a Mac?
I'm not a Mac fan. Not saying that there's anything wrong with them, but I'm from that sideways cab Mac thing, and I just have always thought those were hideous, and so I'm just not a fan.
Pat, yes, I just have to go into the shop and create the different listings. I just created this one first and then ordered it.
I'm on the way around. There you
And then
go.
ordered it just to see what they would look like before going all out and having all the trucks done.
Right on, Swabby. And yeah, Minty man, I understand what you're saying, and it would have been cool if he'd gave that truck away. And I think he wishes he would have, maybe.
Hey Pat, if you let me know what truck you want, I'll make sure to get it done first.
Oh, Ryan, Cracker Box. Get a hold of Dane Scott. He knows where there's a lot of those things, I think.
Hi Keith.
Who just popped in?
Keith.
Oh, hey, what's up, Keith? And yeah, Dan, I appreciate that, brother. Cox, what do you say? Okay, so for what I do right now, Cincinnati, JFK, O'Hare, LAX. Sometimes, some very, very few times, Miami, Orlando, Atlanta, Sanford, New York.
Lots of places around the U.S. Lots of like bases,
Yeah.
if you will.
And where we fly to, Leipzig, Brussels, Belgium. Where in Brussels? Brussels, Leipzig. I can't even think. Hong Kong, Singapore, Sydney, Narita, Nagoya, Anchorage. Yeah. And there's other, but slips my mind right now. The U model Mac was that cab. Yeah, the Sidewinder. I just never liked those. I do want. I would like to have an E9 Mac engine though. That would be something cool to have. And I'd like to have a KTA motor at some point in time and a C18. No, can't take Riders Vance. Wish I could. Dang, 911 screwed everything up.
He's been a pilot our whole marriage. And I've never
Started,
done a commercial flight with him.
yeah, started flying in 1999. Small
I've
airplane.
been looking for an older C or F series Ford from the 70s, but now with a gas engine right now, I'm stuck with a shop truck, which is a bit of a mess.
I think JP's got some C's and F's out there. We used to North Carolina. Let me think. When we do peak, which is the 747's doing peak, I think right now. No,
Right,
peak is
Jeffrey.
next month. They do UPS and FedEx, and then we go into Carolina, but I'm not on the 74 anymore. I don't
Thank you,
remember
Dean. A wing seat? I mean, I don't know if, what is it, the FDA?
the FAA.
FAA would feel, okay about that.
Who just left up there?
Mike and Elaine left.
Jeffrey
left.
Adams is leaving. We'll
Yep.
see you later,
Dean
Michael
said,
Lane.
You're a legend.
All right, Sterling. We'll see you later, man. Appreciate you. Sterling Knight.
Night.
He's fairly local. Might catch him in some videos here and there.
I know, Keith. I'm so tired. We've been live for an hour, so I'm ready to go cuddle up on the couch.
Nope. When 9/11 happened, I worked at General Motors, actually. Not General Motors. Was General Motors, but was American Axle Manufacturing. that
Ryan Hayes
happened.
Cargo. Ooh.
Oh, that's a pretty good idea, Anthony, but I think he's giving that truck away with Blue Collar. But I'm gonna win Blue Collar. I'm gonna buy up a whole bunch more merch, and hopefully I can get that truck. I fly cargo, Ryan.
Hey, bulldozer.
Get a KTA. If you have any questions, ask Jason Keeler.
He is a master of K
All right.
Cummins.
Okay.
And then Bulldozer says it's great to see us.
Hey, good to see you too, Bulldozer. So you guys, let's see, what else? So we talked about 11 and changing the name. You guys, change the name of 11. Excuse me. We're going to change the name of 11. So put up the email address again, Mama. If you want to contribute to the name bank that we're going to choose from, send us an email. And the reason why we're doing it is because Cam Levin, I don't know Cam Levin, is because the engine in that truck has hit the earth more times than any engine should. And so we're going to do something, ground pounder, earthquake. What was that other suggestion somebody had?
Some of the tremor.
Tremor, because that thing keeps hitting the ground. And
Grim Reaper.
yeah, so we're going to change the name. 11's going to get an actual name. So
Thanks, Lori. Be safe.
yeah, came in. No complaints from my boxes. 777, that's not a bad idea. 11 is
Name it
Zero Max,
Louis
yes.
Because it's part of the Louisville Ford line.
It's funny because I drove a Louisville. It was my first truck, actually. Blue Collar is going to be mine. No way, Jason. I'm winning that. I'm telling you. I'm buying merch every day.
Please don't do that.
I'm buying merch every day. I could have just bought the truck for the amount of merch I'm buying. Yeah. Terra Firma, that's not bad. That's a pretty good one. So anyways, guys, I think we're gonna head out. Bad. I don't know how many unique viewers there were. We'll have to look at the stuff later.
Candy is a cool truck too.
Candy is a cool truck. Candy's most likely sold, but to one of the group, and we'll have to see how that goes. Ford Tremor nameplate. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. My first
Good
truck.
night, Diesel.
Okay, man. I drove an 81 or an 82 Brigadier with a 318 and straight pipes. What's up, Brett?
Great.
Okay, just got in, had to say hi. What's up, Greg? No, Dean, it doesn't scare me. When my very first over the water international flight, I was carrying 200,000 pounds of Chinese lithium batteries, and that scared me. But I've been doing it long enough now. It doesn't bother me at all. Dirty
Have a
Diesel
good
would be a good
evening,
name.
Randall.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank
Keith.
you.
Thanks, Randall.
Okay, let's go.
Awkward moment of silence. How do you fix the door won't open from the outside? You got to take that door panel off and take that door handle off and find out what rod came out of that little plastic, keeper, and or the door handle itself. The door handle that you open is welded to the bar that holds it in there, and sometimes that breaks off, and so when you pull the door handle, it's not actually rotating the bar. But yeah, open it from the inside, take the door panel off and that inner panel and get a look in there. It's pretty simple once you look at it. Jason, that would be super cool if you do win that thing. I'll go down and get it and drive it to your house. That'd be awesome.
Oh, if he wins it,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what he meant by you could see the
Put
blue
a
cab
max
over.
force in 11 and call it off breed.
Good night.
11's got a motor in it now, so what's a max force anyways? Screaming Eagle. Not bad, Simon. Good night, Robert. Thanks, Rick.
Odin is an inside cat.
Yeah,
sleeps.
Odin's inside.
But he will sleep in the truck. When we went and got Marla, he came with us and he just found a hole. There's like a little shelf in there. He just crawled up in there and lay down while we were driving. He doesn't care. He travels really well.
Dude, I'd love to win blue collar. I really am buying merch to try and buy that or win that truck. And I encourage you guys all to buy a little Bruce Wilson merch. Bruce Wilson, BruceWilsonShop.com, I think.
JamesFree.shop.
Yeah. How's it going, Naki? We're just actually getting ready to close up over there. What'd you say? What'd JC say? You don't put a max force in where a max force come from. You put them in scrapyard. Oh, ouch. Let's see, Max Force Engine International, SCFC.
Now he's sour. All these people are just dogging on Max Force now. That's so funny.
International motor, huh?
Everybody's like,
13-letter shit spreader.
don't do it. Good night, Hauled Potatoes from Wisconsin. Good night, Jim and Sniffer.
See you later, Jim.
That's funny.
It is. All right, guys. We're getting ready to sign off. Anybody wants to say goodbye, better do it now.
Goodbye.
Jessica's itching to click that end
Goodbye.
screen button. Her finger's moving over towards it. 6V92 and an International. I got a 6V92 and a 59 Belvedere.
Thank you, Mr. Black Brooklyn. Good night, Michael. Later, alligator.
See you, Ryan. See you, Vance. See you, Michael.
See ya.
Mr. Black Brooklyn.
Yeah. Big time fan of you too.
Nice. Appreciate you, man.
All right, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Night, Greg. Night, Keith.
My eyeball.
Thanks, Tim. Anthony. See you, Keith.
Okay, ready?
See you, Neil. See you, Richard. You guys log off as you're saying goodbye. We'll sit here until they're all gone. It's just 69 more people.
Goodbye.
We'll see you. Bye.